Alright, so I got another 3-inch here. This one I've shown on the channel before, but it looked a little bit different probably. I can't remember if I did a video of that one, but it was this is a tomoquads mach3, and you might have seen it with the Lexan canopy. So I had the clear canopy, but then I had it hydro dipped, carbon fiber style hydro dip. So it looked just completely different than this, but now you have the option of buying either the Lexan canopy, which is just a clear canopy that looks kind of like this one. You know, actually it looks identical to this one pretty much. But this one is a TPU, so you have the option of getting TPU as well. And this, in my opinion, this one would be much stronger. Definitely stronger, for sure. Because if you were to crash on, like, you know, concrete or pavement or something with the Lexan, it's probably going to crack on top. But this is going to be super hard to break. It's really, really thick TPU, so. And it looks pretty sweet. I like it. So, the parts I used on this one, I went with the hglrc Flame 1407 3600 kV motors. And I just wanted to try them out just because I've never tried them before. I've never seen them before. I know they come on that one XJB 145, I think is what it is. And people seem to like that. These are pretty cheap. They're like $12.99, I think, or $13.99, something like that, a piece. And when I got them, the first time I tried them, they were just so smooth and quiet. The bearings seem like they're really good, and they have a lot of power. So yeah, can't wait to try them out. We got rain for like the next week, so I'm not gonna be able to fly this outside for a while, but it's all ready to go for when it is nice. So the other things I used was the Cicada 25 amp 4-in-1 and Omnibus F4 V5, Aero Micro Pro, and I went with a different VTX on this one. I'm using the ubad Mimic X. For anybody out there that's has one of these, is about to use one of these, make sure to check the polarity of the 5-volt out on it, because they had sent some out with the wrong wire colors in the wrong spots. So for the 5-volt out, you know, you have a black and a red, power and ground, to go to your camera or whatever. Black is power and red is ground. So I had to swap those two around. But I don't know if they fixed it. See, it sucks when something like that happens, because, you know, they send some out and then they fix it and send more out. Then you don't know which one you got. So you have to just test it, you know. Just use your multimeter and test it out, or you'll fry something. And then I got, so it has the MMCX connector, so I got the Axie with the MMCX. I really, really like that connector. It's just so awesome. You can see it right there. I love how it just snaps in, and it stays in there really good too. It's way better than UFL. So I'll be using those from now on when I can. It kind of sucks paying $20 for an antenna, but I think there might be the Uxie one might have an MMCX. I can't remember, or maybe they will soon. And then this, for the receiver, I got the Crossfire Nano in here. You can see it right there in the top. I wanted to do a video on how to get that set up and going. I might do it again. I tried doing it earlier, or yesterday, but it just didn't work out. It's so crazy how I get this to work. I mean, I just let me show you. So this is what I do. I'll wire it up. So you got, you know, your power, ground, channel 1, channel 2, and then channel 1 and channel 2 is like your TX and RX, and you got to swap them onto the flight controller. So TX goes to RX, RX goes to TX. Okay, so I did that, and then got it set to Crossfire and Betaflight, you know, and then you got to download the Crossfire Lua. And then to get it to bind, I don't know, it's so weird because it binds eventually, but you know, I'll plug in the battery, I'll have my radio on, I push the button on the back here, and then it turns blue, and then the LED on the receiver goes from flashing green to flashing red, and then I push this button again, and then it'll go like solid green, which means it's bound, and then all of a sudden it'll do this super fast flashing green, and then it goes solid, and then it's bound. It's just so weird how it works, and I don't know if it's doing its updating thing first and then binds or what, because I never like tried to just update the TX or anything on my computer or anything like that before I did it. So I think it updates itself, which is pretty cool. But it's kind of hard to explain how to bind it. And there's other videos out there too. I mean, people that actually know what they're doing and shit. It just always ends up working for me somehow. I have good luck. The first time I messed with a crossfire, I didn't have good luck. I was like, I didn't have a clue what I was doing, but now I feel like I'm a pro with the crossfire without even knowing what I'm doing. Alright, so I tested this yesterday, and the first little test I did, I was using a 3S, and I didn't even realize it. I'm just so used to using 3S because I build so many micros, and I made this for 4S, but on 3S it was just crazy powerful. It was pretty awesome. So now I'm kind of changing my mind on what I think about the KVs for 3-inch. You know, I used to think that 4,000 was like the minimum you would want for a 3S 3-inch, but these motors, man, on 3S they were just ripping. Oh, one other thing I forgot to say about the canopy. So it comes with just one little hole, and you can see it right there. That's the hole that it comes with on each side. But you can see the camera lens is almost pretty much just flush with the front there. And that's because I put it in holes that I made myself that are back about 2 millimeters. So you can tell that if I use the holes that it comes with, the lens would be sticking out another couple millimeters, which I didn't really like. So yeah, I just made my own holes. I just took what I did is took this right here, little Allen key, and just heated it up with a lighter, and then just poked in real quick. Yeah, pretty easy to do. And it just makes the lens just, you know, almost perfectly flush with the front there. He should have made like a slot or something. Yeah, that's about it for this one. So let's let me show you how quiet it is. I was surprised it's just so quiet. Part of it's the props. These props are so awesome. They're the Rotor X 3044T. But these motors are really smooth too. Alright. So you can hear how smooth and quiet it is. Just awesome. And I got everything mounted, you know, on rubber, like rubber grommet type stuff, so there's no vibration issues at all. I mean, look, the motors are on TPU, the whole stack is on rubber, so I'll show you a little hover. Super quiet. Tons of power too. Yeah, just so much power. It's just so awesome. I can't wait to fly this thing. Partly because the frame is so light, you know, but those motors are pretty sweet too. hglrc makes really good stuff. Alright, well, I think that's all I got. So there it is, the tomoquads Mach 3 3-inch frame. Pretty badass. I like it a lot. I haven't had a 3-inch for a while. I've got rid of all my 3 inches for 2.5 inch, but been wanting a 3-inch lately, so you'll definitely see more of this one. Any questions or comments, leave them below, and thanks for watching.